Hi everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yusuf, and today I'm going to be sharing how you can apply for ESRC scholarship at the University of Leeds in the UK. I won the scholarship, but mine is University of Bath. So my own school, I won the scholarship through University of Bath. So you can as well win the scholarship through University of Leeds. And before I move further, um, I don't work for ESRC and I don't work for UK Research Innovation. So I'm a beneficiary of the scholarship, and I'm only sharing my experience that I did that worked for me. Um, and that I think it could help others who want to apply for the scholarship, especially international students. So if you want to apply for the scholarship, you can see here the deadline is 24th of January 2024, but you shouldn't worry much about this deadline. The reason why I say you shouldn't worry much about this deadline is that you don't need to get a PhD admission before you can apply for the scholarship. The only thing you need to apply for the scholarship is to submit your application, submit a PhD application, or you submit a PhD application. Say, okay, once you submit, then you have an application ID. So the application ID is what you need to to apply for the scholarship. So we'll be exploring that later in this video. So another thing is that before you can apply for PhD, it is very important for you to have a supervisor. So you might have to reach out to. So before that, if you check here you can see different pathways or different options that you have. 3.5 studentship funding, 3.5 year PhD. This is if you want to go for your PhD straight up. This is like you can start your PhD if you already have a master's. So this is 3.75 PGC plus PhD, and this is 1.35. So if you have a bachelor degree, you can apply for this scholarship. As you can see, this scholarship gives sponsor 1 year masters of research and 3.5 years PhD. So this is really generous, and it covers all your tuition fee regardless of your status, either as international or the UK student. So these are the various thematic interdisciplinary training pathways that they have. You can your research, these are like the research areas that they have in the school. You can go through civil society development and democracy, digital tech, education, childhood and youth. You can go through any of those pathways. So when you're applying for your scholarship, you need to put it there. Like you need to put this pathway there. Like I'm applying through this education, childhood and youth pathway. You need to like copy this thing and just paste it there when you're applying. You see where to impute this there. So you just need to note this down and click on either of this link to read what these pathways are all about so that you can know that you are proposing the research to the correct pathway. So for instance, I opened education and childhood here. You can see what they're talking about here. It's talking about education of youth, challenges faced by children, young people, and learners. So if you are the type that your research interest is around these things, so it means your pathway might be through this particular ECY education, childhood, and youth. So, but before you can apply for the scholarship, there is a need for you to get a supervisor. Yeah, you might have to go to the department if you're applying for education, youth, and childhood. There is a need for you to go to School of Education. Then just go to School of Education at Leeds. Go there and apply for and check the list of the lecturers they have there. So different lecturers will get in there, but you look for the one that share your research interest. The ones that's okay. Let's say you're researching something around childhood education curriculum, then you have to look for supervisor that also research something around childhood education curriculum. So you just need to reach out to the supervisor that okay, I want to apply for this funding, and I can see a connection between what I want to do and what you're currently doing. Can you be my supervisor for this particular scholarship? Then the supervisor will be like, okay, yeah. But when you are reaching out to the supervisor, one thing I did that worked for me was when I was reaching out to them, I was not only sending email, I also attached my proposal and my CV to the email. So it is very important for you to attach your proposal and your CV to the emails you are sending for supervisors for them to supervise you. So there is a need for you to do that. But it worked for me, and I think you should try that method as well. So if you're struggling to write or you don't even know how the proposal work, because this is not a really much proposal. On my YouTube channel, if you check my YouTube channel, you will see a video where I explain how to write a research proposal. I used a sample, an award-winning sample, to explain how the proposal should look like and a timeline. So you can use that to draft your proposal. It's just like 1,500 words, just like 2 pages, 3 pages proposal, and you attach it to the email and just that's your thought process. And once the supervisor agrees to supervise you, then you submit your application. If you submit your application, get the application ID. Once you have the application ID, then you need to come strict on it. There are other range of studentship that are available as well, which you can explore. Of course, here if you read through here, there are other things, but the one I'm really particular about is this ESRC. So funding and what we cover is a maintenance grant. This is the maintenance grant. And other conditions of the scholarship is the selection process is this. So you can see how to apply. First, or for apply to a set program of study, just like what I said now, you need to apply for a program of study. You need to apply for if you're either the pathways you're going through will determine. For instance, now you cannot tell me that you want to apply for a well-being, health, and community, and you're applying for a PhD in education. I don't know if your research actually connects to education, you can do it, but I think if you read this pathway, you would understand the best course that would give you that flexibility or that opportunity of having the best supervisor in that department to supervise your research. So that's why you need to be very careful when you're selecting your choice of course for education, which is my background. PhD in education would sort that out. So once you apply for the program, so they said in order to be considered for scholarship, you must submit all the required supporting documents for your application for study. Any study applications that are not accompanied by the document requested by the scholarship deadline will not be considered. Of course, okay. So they said here, Faculty of Health, Humanity and Social Science at Leeds Business, please note the following PhD deadline. So just telling you the deadline. So this is Leeds University Business School. Faculty of Social Science is 10th of January. Sufficient time to consider PhD application ahead of studentship deadline. So you have to submit your PhD studentship application by this time. Stage two, yeah, once you are in receipt of 9 digits, which was what I said earlier. You need that to complete your application the application form here. Then before completing the studentship application, you are strongly advised to read the guidance application and criteria assessment. So these are the assessment criteria to judge your application. You can see project excellence, five double weighted. You see all of these things there. So I think your research carries most of the marks. So good. So you can read this by yourself. You just read through and see what they're looking for because this is University of Leeds. I mean, I might not be able to say much about this because this was not the pathway that I used. Mine was University of Bath and in Southwest, not through Leeds. So yeah, so guidance for application. So guidance for applicants rather. So you can open this and read this as well. There is guidance for you if you're applying. This is like a guidance, and you can read through this and use this document to apply. If you have any question in the process of application, this document will be handy for you to answer your questions. But basically, if you want to apply, you just click on this online application form. If you click on this online application form, it opens the online application page. It's still loading. Just give me a sec. Yeah, so this is the page. This is the application page. Then, if you want to apply, after you read these, you click on yes and you click on next. If you want to continue, I have read these. Continue if you want. Then you can see here the student application number, the student ID. You need to enter that ID here. So just like I said, once you submit your PhD application, they automatically assign you the ID number. So you have to input the ID number here to continue your application. That's just the process. Proposal is on my page. If you're still struggling to write your proposal, get a supervisor. You can still get a supervisor. If you reach out to supervisor within 2 3 days, they can reach out to you and just let them know the urgent, like how important or how quick you need them to. You need to submit the application, kind of. So you just need to be very quick about it. I hope this helped you. If you have any other question, please drop it down the comment under this video. Then I'll try my best to answer your questions. Thank you very much for coming.